Grapevine, Texas, it's the 2007 J2USA College Paintball National Championships, and it all comes down to this: UConn Huskies versus the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Welcome everybody, I'm Matty Marshall. We're watching the finest college paintball you could possibly find anywhere on the planet, and lucky enough to have my co-host, colleague, fellow professional paintball player, B. Youngs. Thanks for joining us. Now, we've had an amazing event so far. 2 amazing semifinal matchups. We had that overtime matchup. Break that down for people at home.
Yeah, it was Purdue versus UConn, and Purdue's a very strong team, and unfortunately for them, they did get a penalty that really hurt them, and basically UConn capitalized on that and then beat them in overtime by just 1 point. Great matchup, though.
Yeah, and then Penn State just barely. I mean, they had a really good match against Tennessee. Talk about that one.
Well, in the beginning, it looked like it was pretty close, but then Penn State started to run away with it, taking a big lead against Tennessee. Tennessee's a young program. It was just their first season, but Penn State, you can't beat that experience. No way.
So we got a great finals coming up at you. Penn State, they're taking on UConn, who are former champions.
Right.
So it's going to be an awesome matchup. Do not go anywhere. But first of all, for all you newbies out there, paintball, a really simple game. Okay, you have a 32-minute match, 16-minute halves, and it's a simple premise. There's a flag in the center. You grab it, you run to the other side, you get a point.
Right, and they're going to be starting out playing a 5-on-5. Once you're hit, you have to get out. Otherwise, they're going to send you to the penalty box, and you're going to be playing with a man down. And when you're playing with a guy down, it really hurts your chances for winning. Yeah,
and also a little bit of change on the schematics of the field. Color change. It's a lot easier for you people at home to now follow exactly where the players are on the field. B, break it down for everybody.
All right, Matty. The field has 41 bunkers on it, and it's laid out in zones: the blue, yellow, and red. The blue zone contains the back bunkers, which in this case are called Aztecs because of their Aztec temple-like shape. Also in this zone are the cornerback X bunkers. Then you move up to the yellow zone. This means we're getting closer to the flag. Here you'll see the cans, Doritos, and the first part of a series of bunkers we call the snake. Then we come to the red zone. That's where the flag is. In this zone, we have the center 50, which is the bunker in the middle of the field. We also have more Doritos on one side, center 50. And on the other side, we have smaller bunkers called bricks. A pretty cool layout, which will make it easier for everyone to follow, both here and at home.
All right, welcome to the finals. This is it. All the bragging rights on the line right now. Penn State taking on our champions from last year, UConn. B, this is going to be an awesome matchup. What do you think about this?
Oh, no doubt. Well, they're both in the same conference out of the northeastern region. And, these two teams are actually buddy teams. They were helping each other out during this whole event in prelims and in quarterfinals. And this is exactly what they wanted to see. They wanted to play each other in this finals matchup right now that we're about to watch.
All right, we're just about to go for the break. The team that gets off to the best start, obviously, going to have the best chance to win. Both teams trying to break out wide early, not going up that center, which we saw in our previous matches.
Yeah,
great break from both these teams, though, B. I think 5 alive on both sides.
That's right.
Oh, no. There's Potter. Potter's walking off for UConn.
That is your first elimination right now, so you're watching a 4-on-5 situation right now. You see Penn State trying to shoot the lanes.
Here comes Eric Staub coming up that Dorito side of the field for Penn State again. He was so effective in his semifinal matchup. Coming up that Dorito side, 4-on-4 now.
Yep, Nick Amato getting taken out on Penn State side.
Penn State dropping 1 player. So it's a battle for field position right now.
Yep, Zaleski from the University of Connecticut playing across field. He's in the Doritos in the yellow zone. First Dorito that you see there.
See UConn working their shots across the field. Now everyone's playing real smart. This is the finals, and no one wants to make a mistake and be the guy that sends their team home without the championship. Very early on in this match. No points scored yet.
Yeah, they're basically trying to get a feel for each other. That's generally what happens in most first matches. But again, these two teams have faced off a lot in the past during the season. So basically, that's why we're watching this right now.
Both teams playing real smart right now. I think, as we've pounded through the semifinal matchups, I think these teams figured out what's working, what wasn't, and fixed a lot of their flaws. Because everyone's playing real tight right now.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see some more action here as the time progresses here in the first half. And we see a move now from Eric Staub as he makes his way down the Dorito side. He's in the red zone now.
Now, Eric Staub is... Oh, and the move is countered by UConn. So UConn in the second yellow Dorito right now.
Yeah, Costa right there in the Aztec playing there closest to the Doritos right now alongside Zaleski.
And Costa was handling business that semifinal match.
Oh, and look at that move right into the snake from Penn State.
And then we see scurrying up
Mike Wicki.
Mike Wicki. Penn State, man, he had a great semifinal matchup too. Him and Eric Stoff were handling business for Penn State.
All right, Zaleski and Stoff playing right here on the Dorito tape. Now there's Mike Wicki trying to shoot across field. Taking a shot at the Doritos. Oh, and there goes Eric Stoff from Penn State.
Oh, so Eric loses his gunfight to Brian Richards. Brian Richards, one of the standout players from the University of Connecticut. So it's 4-on-3 right now. Advantage UConn. Zawinski now A, B. He did not have a good match the last match, the semifinal matchup.
Yeah, hopefully he's going to basically turn it around
he
here.
needs to step it up. He should have got an earful from his coaches and his buddies. And here he comes. He's playing smart now.
Yeah, hopefully his gun's working this time too. Had some equipment issues in that last semifinals.
Yeah, I see he's actually using a different gun than the gun he was using in the semifinal matchup.
Oh, and he's taking out the center back. That's number 77 from UConn, Brian Richards.
So Zawinski, here we go, finally getting in the game and helping his team out. He's trying to be pitched out right now. And there's Zawinski's making a move. Upfield. We see Costa. Costa's playing smart. He's playing a little slow over there. And it's just one last Penn State player in the back X. And he finally gets eliminated. So after a very long, smart point.
Yeah, Brian.
Oh, no, there's...
Yeah, still in the state. Brian Richards made his move down the Doritos side. They really weren't sure what was going on towards the end of that. They basically forgot about the guy in the snake.
Yeah, they lost Mike.
And so it's UConn putting the first point on the scoreboard. That was a pretty long game point, wasn't it, Matty?
That's right. And as we head to these messages, the referee checking out the UConn player. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
The 2007 JTUSA College Paintball National Championships are brought to you by JTUSA and by Doritos Snack Strong. And by the National Collegiate Paintball Association, celebrating its 8th year organizing college and high school events. Come check us out at ncpapaintball.com.
Hey, what's up, Matty Marshall? Lucky enough to sit down with some of the young players from Penn State. You got Eric, Mike, Tyler. Been watching you guys play. You're very aggressive, very talented. You got some good games so far. Break it down a little bit for us.
Well, we started off against Drexel, who is our biggest rival. We started off real strong, kept it going, ended up winning 8-6. Then we played St. Mary's, which isn't as strong of a team, so we ended up beating them 10-2, able to try a lot of different stuff. Then we played one of the best teams here, which is University of Illinois. We ended up losing 6-5, but we were able to figure out what we did wrong and counteract it. And today, when we played St. Mary's again, we beat them 11-2, using all the new things that we tried.
Nice. Now, Mike, you're a senior, so you're leaving this program, and that's gotta kind of suck, right?
Yeah, it's sad, but seeing the team progress over the course of 4 years, I think I'm leaving it better than I found it when I came in as a freshman. I'm really proud of these guys. They really let me sit back and do what I got to do my senior year, get my work done. And I know these guys will get it done when I can't be there all the time. So I'm like a proud papa leaving a program. I think I helped develop a little bit while I was here.
Thanks for staying here with us. Good luck for the rest of it.
Thanks for having me.
And we're right back in it. We're in the Nittany Lions bench right now. So you get loaded, suited and booted, getting ready to go out there onto the field. This is the finals. This is the most important match, probably of their paintball career right now.
Yeah,
So that is on their minds right now as they're getting ready to start the second point.
And they're off now. Good spread of the field for both teams. No eliminations off the break.
Heavy guns up for Penn State. Oh, they lose their back X player.
So now it's a 5-on-4. UConn's advantage.
So UConn again with the early advantage.
For UConn, you got two center back players trying to shoot the lanes, and there they just made the bounce out towards the Dorito side into the blue zone. That's the blue Aztec next to the Dorito side.
You just saw the hero of the semifinal matchup for UConn, Costa, right there, rolling his gun towards the center of the field. Everyone's jockeying for position right now.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of heat right there in that cornerback bunker. That's a pretty narrow bunker right there in the cornerback. where Stop is located right now.
Yeah, you know, that's a tough bunker to play because the way that it's slanted right there, it's really tough to gunfight out of those back X's.
Right.
You see the Aztec temples are much easier to play. But you see this back X, you only really can gunfight out of that slit right there.
Oh, there goes Harry.
Potter eliminated again early. So Potter played good in the semifinal matchup for UConn, but now 2 games in a row getting shot out of his bunker, not getting anything done.
Yeah, Potter's definitely one of their strong players. And
Oh, but Penn State coming off wholesale right now. Big 3 Penn State players just walked off. Man, you really cannot have all your guys lose your gunfights at the same time. So the point being conceded, it was just Eric Stoff left alone here on the Dorito side, so they concede that point, and so they now go down 2-0. Now, B, you do not want to be going down 3-0 to UConn right now if you're Penn State. Now, if you were the coach, what would you be telling them?
basically, they better turn it up and shoot those lanes off the break so they can definitely move down the field faster than the other team.
You know, it's not like they're losing guys off the break necessarily. They're just not getting.
They're not shooting anybody on the other
They're not
side.
shooting anyone off the break. They're not shooting their lanes, and now they're having a hard time. They lost a player off that snake side of the field, having a hard time. Now, remember we talked earlier though, B, that's a really open side of the field. So UConn is just doing a good job of shooting that lane.
Yep, definitely better shooters and definitely playing like the 2006 champions they are.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they keep it up, they're going to be repeating. Because right now, Penn State, they look really flat, B. To me, honestly, they look flat.
Yeah, but you know what? And historically, the University of Connecticut has defeated them several times in the past from what they were telling me before and what I've seen from them.
You know, it's like old man syndrome, you know? You got your old man, he's bigger and stronger than you. It's like old man strength. So maybe UConn's got the old man strength over Penn State. As Penn State loses another body. Oh, big move, Penn State. Mike making that move into the snake.
Yep, Mike Wiki on one tape, and then we've got Eric Stoff here on the Dorito side.
And there's Costa right there, the hero from the semifinal. Matchup for UConn.
Oh, they're taking another one out from Penn State side.
Well, Penn State really needs to suck it up right now.
Well, Eric Stoff's going to try to push down this Dorito side, and we've got Potter on the other side. He's shooting across field at the other player.
Under 5 minutes now in the first half of our final.
Oh, and here we go in the snake tape right now. It's one Penn State player and one UConn player facing off in the snake.
This is paintball in its finest right here. Dueling off at each other right now in the snake. Costa up on his knees, a little bit better gunfighting position.
Yep, and the coach is just basically waiting for the right moment to send his guy. And you know, coaching is so important. They have to have like basically hand signals, because when you're that close to the other player, it gives away when that player is going to make that move down the field.
Now, a minor penalty was assessed on UConn, so they've had a guy in the box for the past 45-50 seconds. He's going to be coming out shortly.
And that's pretty smart on UConn's part, because they did play that point slow because they knew that they had somebody in the penalty box. So they're just basically running that penalty.
So here it comes.
Look at Eric Stoff taking out Zaleski right here on the Dorito tape.
Eric Stoff continuing to play well. Oh, but he finally gets shot himself because the snake side of the field was blown. So there's that three-point spread we talked about, B. There's tons of time left. We have a whole second half of this final to play. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left of the first half. But the score is going to be now 3-0.
Yeah, tough break for Penn State.
UConn pitching a shutout right now against Penn State.
Can Penn State regroup? We'll see when we come back. You're watching the 2007 JTUSA College Paintball National Championships right here on Fox College Sports.
What's up, I'm Matty Marshall. We're here at the 2007 JTUSA Collegiate National Championships. We're lucky enough to have Team Dynasty represent Yosh Rau, Davey Williamson, and the captain, Fraige. Now, guys, this is a pretty crazy field for a national championship. You know, break it down a little bit. Yosh, what do you think's going on here, man?
Looking at this stand-up right here, you could come out here, come out wide off the break,
Block them out.
do an L step, and you could help your back center control this side.
Yeah.
You can see what bunkers they get to, and then as you get up to this, you're safe from this side until they get all the way up to the 50 Dorito, and you can lock this lane down. Because they can't.
I mean, look at this, wide open, you know, so you
Totally
can
wide
keep that
open.
snake.
Snake is one of the most important bunkers on the field.
Yep.
So, I mean, if you can keep a team out of that consistently, then you're doing a good job.
Well, thanks to my boys Dynasty for hanging out with us at the tournament and giving us some insight.
All right, very important point right now. 3:20 left on the clock. Penn State needs this point as they get set to go. And the game's on.
Oh, and look at this. Eric Stock trying to make a break for the Doritos.
Oh, and UConn getting shot, trying to get to the Dorito side.
You know what? That isn't Eric Stock. That's Nick Amato. He's taking a different side of the field right now playing the Dorito tape.
Well, they always put Nick Amato in when they want to do something crazy because he's real fast and he seems to be able to have that knack
And
to
that's
get in those important spots.
You know, you're right, Matty, and that's the adjustment that they're going to need right now. So Amato has to stay alive and try to make things happen.
But, you know, they lost their back center player. That's not going to help. You know, the back center player is basically, you know, you're a launching pad. In this style of paintball, when your front guys get up there and they're making moves, they're going to get shot a lot. You have to be able to fill out. When you lose that body, it puts a hurt on your team.
Yep.
Wiki all the way up into Snake 1 and right into the 50 Snake.
Yeah, Penn State right now is in the 50 Snake. Nick Amato's trying to figure out how he can make it into the red zone. And you know what? He probably can do it right now if he can keep Potter from shooting him.
Oh, Brian Richards shot from UConn.
Oh, look at this move by Penn State as he's running down to the red zone on the snake tape. That's in the Dorito there, the red zone.
You see Potter getting pitched out right now.
Yeah, he is.
He's just trying to deal with all those streams of paint coming in on him.
And now we got our black player passing up Amato right now. Number 11, just shooting.
Look at that beat. Potter got pinched out. Finally looked like Costa's gone too. Penn State.
That aggression by Penn State definitely helped, and here they go. Penn State finally putting their first point on the scoreboard.
You know, they should be sprinting that flag in right now, trying to conserve all the time left. I mean, there's only 1:40 left in this half. We're checking out this replay. Break by UConn right there. And as we see, Brian Richards trying to get out. Both teams losing a body, but then, you know, I'll tell you what, Penn State, at a crucial point, they needed to really get their offense going, and then they did, started marching down that Dorito side, handling business on that snake side as well. Just really solid play, finally, by the Nittany Lions.
Yeah, Jay Shun and Amato right there playing the Dorito tape. Just looking out for each other back to back.
So time runs out in the first half of our final here. Penn State taking on UConn, our champions last year.
You're watching the 2007 JTUSA College Paintball National Championships here on Fox College Sports.